Hello and welcome to another Elden Ring PvP stream. It's been a bit, I have to say. Um, but yeah, anyway, today we'll just be doing some duels and invasions on my sorcery build. And later I might mess around with a few, or like another build, because I respec my initial build to strength, although I might mess around with the stats a little bit more now that I think about it. But yeah, so since it's been a while since I've done, like, actual PvP, let's just start with a few duels. And other than that, I also had to get a new controller because my old one started, like, multi-clicking, like, R1, which, like, you would either multi-click or not input at all, which doesn't really work well when that's, like, your main attack button. So I ended up getting DualSense even though I'm on PC. Even though I was using like an Xbox like layout controller for the past like 3 or 4 years, like I find that the PlayStation works a bit better for Souls games for me because I can just do like a claw grip to hit the D-pad to like change spells and whatnot. And also like PvP in this game's in kind of an interesting spot, especially on PC, because like getting invasions is difficult. Or getting like random invasions is difficult. Like it's fairly easy to find like people hosting and whatnot. Oh, why is this guy fighting in the dark? And seppuku? Okay. I'm gonna get... And Bloodhound Step. This is kind of what I'm talking about. This game's PvP's in a pretty bad spot, I would say. Because if he hits me with that, I just bleed out. Oh, he doesn't have HP. Oh, he has a source heal on too, it looks like. All he has to do is land that once, pretty much. I'm just kind of being annoying at this point. Not the first way I wanted to run into, honestly. Yeah. No, that... Because, like, the thing about Bloodhound Step is it's not even really... Like, it just makes everything take longer than it should. And it just becomes a, like, contest of patience. And, like, I like pressing buttons in these games, so usually I'll lose that contest of patience. Which is unfortunate. Like, I think the best thing they could do with it, other than just outright removing it, if I'm being honest, is like, because right now you can put it on every weapon in the game. It should be limited to like only daggers, like Quick Step was in Dark Souls 3. I think that'd do a relatively good job of balancing it. Because, like, I guess, okay, would it in the offhand take priority? It shouldn't. I was gonna say, like, you could have it, like, offhand dagger. But the main hand Ash of War should take priority. Oh, interesting. This arena's too small for that. Oh, no. Same idea. Oh, I put a... Really? He doesn't have... Like, I can just do this. Like, has decent spell block, but not that good of spell block. Good fight, I guess. What was I going on about? Main hand weapon should overtake priority on Ash of War. So having an offhand dagger with Bloodhound Step shouldn't work. Because what I was saying earlier is, like, just restrict Bloodhound Step to be, like, fist weapons and daggers only, then it becomes much less of an issue. Because daggers and fist weapons aren't particularly good weapons. And it's not like you'd have, like, a Bloodhound Stepping Colossal Sword, which is also very annoying. But yeah, like, as I was saying earlier, the PvP in this game is in a really odd spot right now, to where invasions are pretty hard to find, random invasions anyway. And what I've heard is most invasions will happen at higher levels because people new to this series aren't too familiar with the idea of, like, a meta level to stop that to get more online activity. So they just keep leveling up as they go through higher new games, which makes sense.
Hey.
Why are they using a rune arc too? Oh, okay. But, I mean, to be fair, like... Oh no. What I was saying is, a lot of people are new to this game. So they're not familiar with all, like, the, like, community, like, I guess, guidelines for PvP and whatnot. So they really need an arena to, like, enforce the norms, I suppose, just to make dueling more interesting. And, like, I could have enforced it myself by summoning and whatnot, but I'm lazy and I don't feel like grabbing signs and whatnot. And I feel like I'll end up with more variety if I put my sign down, because, like, if I go to pick up a sign and it's like, I don't know, 2 scavenger swords, I'm probably not going to grab it because they're just going to run attack spam, and if they land a hit, I get one shot. So it's like, I guess that's not a bad thing either, to, like, choose what type of builds I fight. But a proper arena would be good, because rune arcs are kind of, like, what is the Renala's great rune arc do? Like, 20 or 30% extra health for free for the host? Oh, hey Devlink. I'm pretty sure you changed your name, right? Where is this guy? Oh, right there. I should switch my weapon, but... Ooh, some latency there too. Same idea. Good fake out, I need some stamina. I'll take that trade. I didn't take the bait. You almost got that roll catch. What is, like, why is he taking so much damage? Bait. Very passive. He was in his menu right there, I'm pretty sure. That's why he just ate a hit. Properly waiting for stuff. Ooh, that was very unfortunate for him moving forward that much. Good fight. I really like sorcery in this game, and that's the other thing, like, I've made a few other builds, like, I respec my original playthrough build to a strength build, haven't really played on it much. And then I have a dex build at 70, or like rune level 75, and a faith build at level 70. But the thing is, like, I don't really play them too much just because I like sorcery so much in comparison. Although, like, the great swords in this game are not very good. Because I'm pretty sure, like, for every one greatsword attack I land like 20 spells or something like that. Which, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't help that I don't use greatsword attacks very often, which kind of, like, makes it more lopsided. But there's a reason I don't use very many greatsword attacks, and it's because they're not very good. This dual rapiers? Oh no, it's the, those, and another rune arc person. Voice stack rune arc. Easy. Oh my god, how much poise is that? It's like face tank to comet. I need some stamina. Honestly, that damage is not that bad. I'm gonna need to get some stamina back. I'm gonna do this to give me some space. Works every time. Excuse me. Ooh, unfortunate jump there. Ooh, oh, he had his hitbox removed because he jumped up. I want to try something dumb. Perfect. Good fight. I really like that trick, where you do like a 180 Loretta Mastery. Yeah, that is really exciting. Like, this, even though the PvP right now is in an interesting spot, it's still like my favorite game of all time. Because just like the PvE itself is really good. And then, to be fair, like, Souls PvP is never like good from an objective standpoint. It's just fun because of the dumb stuff that can happen. And there's a lot of dumb stuff that can happen in this game. I just wish it was less one-shotty. It's like, even though I don't have any of the, like, really, like, egregious one-shots on this build, I still have stuff like, like, Adula's Moonblade into Comet, which, if the Blade, Projectile, and Comet all land, usually that will one-shot. Oh, same guy again. Let's go. Another rune arc, though. This guy has like 2,500 HP, give or take. Which a lot of that is just from the rune arc, I would imagine. I use this time. So much HP. I need to get the time. Like, I feel like if I do a slight delay there, I can get a roll catch timing down pretty good. Nice. And good fight. And like, again, realistically, I replied to a guy last time. How do I go about beating the fire giant? So, I mean, the fire giant does have a lot of HP, but the trick is to attack, like, he has like an injured leg. So you attack that, and then it breaks partially, then you just keep attacking the... Pretty much, if you look at his body, you'll notice places that are like injured or like really charred or whatever. So you do like 2 or 3 times damage to those spots, so you just have to focus on those. But like if you just attack them in general, it just takes, like it's doable, but it just takes way too long. And also don't be too aggressive or like greedy, because like all of his attacks are really telegraphed, but if they land, they do a ton of damage. But what I was saying before all that is, like, I'm pretty sure I would be better off if I just use like a Carving Glintstone Staff, which would make all my like sword type attacks do, I believe, like 15% extra damage, and then Poise Stack. Although instead of Poise Stacking, I put Storm Stomp on the Halberd, which will allow me to trade better than just Poise usually. Well, I mean, not necessarily better, but it allows me to trade.
Hey!
Ooh, bit of range share. This fight's doomed already. Although I did get a good bit back from that. Ooh, bit of latency there. Good fight. But yeah, Fire Giant is... it's pretty much attack his injured leg, and then attack pretty much like you'll see spots that are injured and you do extra damage there. And like you don't even have to necessarily hit the injured parts. It just speeds it up a ton. I guess I could switch. Well, another thing I did is I put all my flask on my like pouch, and then I put consumables on my bar. Like on other builds, I'll have like throwing knives or bombs as the first consumable, but I find using consumables like that on a sorcery build is a bit of a waste, because like my spells will do more damage anyway. And this just lets me, because like what I noticed once I started using consumables on my dex build is when I went to heal. Oh yeah. Yeah, like Fire Giant will punish being greedy. Oh, I mean, like all the bosses in this game really do, because I feel like across the board, damage in this game is insane compared to previous Souls game. Like everything just does so much damage. Get after Claymore. Easy first hit. He's alive! Oh, I suppose that works. But yeah, like every, like, players do a ton of damage in this game, bosses do a ton of damage in this game, regular enemies do a ton of damage. Like, just everything does so much damage. Which, I mean, from one hand, like, on one hand is fun, because big numbers are fun. And it feels good to make a character that does high damage. It just does. Yeah, Phantom Godfrey... I mean, it's a good fight. Like, I like the Godfrey fight a lot because it's, it feels very fair, I have to say. Because he has good chains that have a lot of, like, branches and whatnot, but he also has openings that let you attack him back. I feel like an issue I have with, like, really aggressive bosses is it just feels like you never have a chance to fight back, and you're just trying to survive the entire fight. So I like it when bosses have, like, a good flow to them. And, like, the worst part about Phantom Godfrey is, like, the shockwave stomp. Because it's really difficult to, like, get the timing right from dodging on the stomp versus dodging on, like, the shockwave part.
Hey! Hey!
What's this guy again? Spears. Ooh, he almost got me with that. Why did he stop doing dual spears? Like, he would have been... I want to get this combo off. Because I can parry with this dagger. Ah, not enough FP. Ooh, good ambush shard. Oof. Wow, good fight. Now, I'm gonna try a few invasions now. Just because, like, as fun as duels are, I mean, I generally enjoy invasions more, but I guess I was like going for Dark Souls 3 invasions more, but because invasions in this game are odd, because they've really messed up downscaling phantoms. Although I guess I haven't tried overlevel invasions yet, which might be the way to go. By overleveled, I mean, like, I think it's level 301 is like the top bracket, where you just invade, I think it's like 10 plus 10% down, and then infinite up at 301. But yeah, this is the problem with invasions right now. It's really difficult to find them. It's like, it should be really at, oh, like, it's very concentrated at Gate Town. But I'm also at, like, dueling meta level, so I probably won't get very many random invasions. Well, realistically, no random invasions. It's just going to be people hosting. But I still generally find outnumbered fights to be more interesting. Or, like, I like 2v2s the most, which is why I usually... Like, I host with a like, I duo host with a friend fairly often. Just because that's, like, the most consistent way to get 2v2s. Although, the problem I have with the 4-player, like, multiplayer cap is you very rarely get 2v2s. That duel across Nakinatas, yeah. Then I saw, there's, like...
Hey!
Actually not too bad of HP. Holy shit, the damage. Ooh, that's not an Ash 4 you see on that weapon very often. Not even close. Oh, yay, we did it.
Hey!
And also, the other issue with 4-player cap is fight clubs kind of died, because you can only summon one red at a time. Interesting. Did you see the cane sword? I'll take that. Good fight. Oh, is he just summoning him again? Is this like a weird Fight Club type scenario where he just keeps summoning phantoms to
Hey!
have me kill until he gets a phantom to kill me? I'm not too sure. Don't really care. Oh, and now there's another red. Is this a weird Fight Club? I don't know. Oh, and then I got 2-minute disconnected. That's another really annoying issue with PC. Is there's a bug with how they implemented easy anti-cheat to where, along with easy anti-cheat kicking out like players with invalid, like not necessarily stats, but just like people who are flagged by easy anti-cheat, there's a manual disconnect. After 2 minutes it checks if a player has been validated by easy anti-cheat, but there's a bug with that to where, like, if it doesn't get an immediate response, it kicks them or something like that. It's like every time someone like connects or I believe disconnects, a 2-minute timer starts. And at the end of that 2-minute timer, if like anyone in the world fails the check, they get kicked out. Even though like it's not like an actual check that's being failed, it's just like not just something is bugged and there's a fairly decent chance of just being kicked out after 2 minutes. And it's only present on PC, which is doubly annoying because that's the platform I play on. And then now it's the one guy hosting here. No more invasions. I guess I just need to spam invade more often. Because the other weird thing is, like, even when I'm hosting with a friend, like, PvP's not that active either. Which is weird, because, like, you would think if you're in a relatively active PvP area and invasions are slow, it might just be that there's too many invaders and not enough hosts, so if you start hosting, you would get really fast activity. But that's not even the case, it's just fairly slow across the board. Although I guess it could just come back to not very many people actually stopped at like rune level 125 and just kept leveling up. Ooh, are they going to be fighting the dragon? Oh, I have spells. Oh, yep, they aggroed the dragon. Oh boy, here we go. I'm not going to Terra Magica. Like, once I can lock on, I'm going to Terra Magica Loretta's Mastery. Ooh, this guy might die quickly. Actually, I think if they kill it, I get kicked out. Oh, host died. Was that the... No, that was the summon. Ow, God, it hits me too. I'm gonna do this for style. Ah, shit. I'm out of lock-on range. Whoops. At least I can roll out of it so I don't waste FP. Is he just ignoring me, or has he not seen me yet? Oop. Oh, shit. He's just going. I might get hit here. Yay, I did it. Yeah, kind of an awkward invasion because like he was just kind of ignoring me and then the phantom died like right away. Which not ideal for him. Not ideal at all for him. Yeah, let's just keep invading here until... Why can't I invade? What? Oh, there we go. That was odd. It's actually pretty active. Yesterday it was not active at all. Assuming I don't just keep invading like the same two people over and over again, which is never really fun. Unless it's consistently a good fight. Then I don't mind matching with the same people over and over again. Was that another... Oh no, that was a phantom. Some latency there. Oh. Ooh, god, that damage. I should be dead here because I can't heal, but oh god. That guy did not have a good connection to me. Now I have to wait to heal, which is a bit annoying. Oh god, they see me. Still can't heal, uh-oh. Yeah, let's try and get a greedy moon blade. Yep. Oh god. That was not the proper combo at all. $1K and I'm dead. Hey, I'm not dead. That's gonna miss. Oh shit, it actually... Wait, it went up an incline? Oh shit. I should not have stopped paying attention to the mage. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to actually do against that, because I can't focus a mage, because then I'm just going to get put to sleep by the pulley crossbow in one hit. Or like one effective hit. But I can't ignore the mage and focus the pulley crossbow, because then there's a lot of spells and whatnot. And then there was going to be a third guy that I killed before they caught up. That would have been rough. I mean, it was so rough, it would have been, like, really bad if it was all three of them. I feel like in general, status effects in this game are also kind of overtuned. Because, like, I feel like being able to proc any status effect in one effective hit is a bit much, especially when the status effects confirm extra damage if they don't outright do extra damage on proc. Like, seppuku, or seppuku, however it's pronounced. Where am I? Why is it... So they're fighting the dragon, I'm pretty sure. Ooh. Wait, they're fighting the dragon, but I'm up on the cliff. That's odd. Hopefully this brings me down to the lake. But yeah, like, because I'm pretty sure you can insta-proc bleed, and then with the pulley crossbow you can insta-proc sleep. Then that just confirms more damage. And yeah, it's a lot. Because with how much damage stuff does in this game, you don't need to confirm damage with more damage, essentially. It just gets really ridiculous. Also, the dragon's OP and easy game. We go again. And I do, like, I have a level 80 version of this build, but I think I might take that up to 90 or so. And also, like, make the loadout more specifically for invasion, so maybe, like, Concealing Veil and all that. More or less make a magic assassin, if that makes sense. Also, I think this area is dead now. I wonder how small the, I don't really want to invade it there. Well, let's try a Halo Tree. Halo Tree is usually pretty fun. I mean, if you invade on, like, the brace of the high wall. Also, is there a name for this place? Like, Elfeo? I have no idea. If you invade on, like, the not rot swamp part of it. Because the rot swamp is not a fun place to be. Because you have to... Actually, wait, do I even have Quickstep available? Oh, I don't. I should probably have a Quickstep dagger just for rot swamp if I need to. Perfect. I mean, it's not great, but it works. Oh, Melissa's still here. I also need to beat the game on this character to get one of the endings and achievements I'm missing, and then on my Faith character I'll get the last ending and achievement. But again, I don't really care about achievements. It's just like, I'm pretty sure I could go beat the game like right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it looks like I have second to last boss and then last boss, and then that'd be it. Let's try drainage channel, and then if not, we'll try a different area. There we go. Though this area is kind of awkward to invade on a int build because this build really... Oh, I'm out. I'm in exactly the place I didn't want to be. But they are busy fighting the boss, so this should actually work out fairly well for me. Oh shit, never mind. Will this kick me out? Yeah, looks like we're fine. We're gonna be obnoxious here. Oh god, they have a great bow. This does not have that range. Yeah, screw it, let's go. Jesus. Oh. Yep. I should have rolled there, I thought I had spacing. Speaking of status effects being a little much. Although, I mean, that death, like, sure I took, like, 1200 damage in one L1, but the death was my fault because I thought I had spacing and I didn't. And, like, and just damage across the board so overtuned, because I just did, like, 1k damage myself with, like, 2 slicers, which... A slicer definitely needs a slight nerf. It does too much damage for how fast it is. But the issue with FromSoft is they tend to be a little heavy-handed with buffs and nerfs, to where it's like either really, really good or it's hardly worth using. I'll take that, unless it one-shots me. Oop. Good fight. It always makes me a little bit sad whenever I see another caster, but they're not, like, comboing spells, or just spamming one spell into another. Like... Because with the way spell combos work, it's really effective at messing with roll timings and, like, getting roll catches and whatnot. And they do need to fix bugs, because, like, if I triple cast Glint Blade, it glitches out like that, which isn't ideal. Okay, so they're back that way. Oh boy, it's a party. Oh god, This isn't ideal. There's only 2 of them? Oh, I'm just dead. Oh god. And rivers of blood and all that too. Ooh. Yeah, not a good spot to invade. Not at all. And like that wasn't even like a downfall of my build. Like I'm pretty sure the only way out of that would be like Bloodhound Step. Wait, is my mic too loud? I just saw it barely high in the red. I'm gonna double check quickly. Yeah, it seems fine. Probably just leaned a bit too far forward. Okay, that was enough of this area. Because there's a chance that they're just sitting there hosting. Well, no, that'd be a very odd spot to host, to be fair. But what I really hope they add, which it'd be a long shot for them to actually do this, would be like a Wex Dust equivalent. Because in Dark Souls 3, someone made a mod called Wex Dust, which what it did was it just cycled through all the areas like open to invade in, and then it would just invade once it found a spot. And with all the little like side dungeons and whatnot in this game, that'd be amazing to have, because like typically there's not enough traffic in the side dungeons to like manually invade there. But there's people co-oping there, so it'd be really nice to catch PvP every now and then in like the more unique areas. And I guess I haven't really tried it much, so it could be fairly good to invade those areas. Oh god, it's a party. Someone has a crossbow. Like spear, we're good. Let's do this. I'm madness here. Hey, not quite. Oh, never mind. That stagger took forever. Yeah, especially in outnumbered situations like that. If you get long, like, staggered by something that is counted as, like, a heavy hit, and there's time to land more hits on you by multiple people, you just kinda... you become dead rather quickly. Where is active... I mean, I tried... yeah, at this level it looks like it's just main academy gate for, like, dueling. Which is unfortunate. We'll try Volcano Manor, because when it's at, like, the verticality here is really fun. Especially because it's not, like, too complex of verticality. So, like, if you fall down or if they're above you, it doesn't take forever to make your way back up. Like, it's a fairly simple but, like, complex map. Also, I'm kind of disappointed that there hasn't been a Sen's Funhouse since Dark Souls 1. Like a proper one, anyway. Also, it's not looking good. Yeah, nothing here. Especially with all the random little side dungeons, it was like the perfect opportunity to have another, like, proper funhouse. Where there's just, like, tons of traps and verticality and all sorts of, like, shenanigans you could pull by, like, jumping down from higher levels and whatnot. And they got so close, because in some of the, like, side dungeons, there's, like, the guillotines that you can get on top of and, like, ride up to, like, other platforms and whatnot. But it's, like, only ever one level, like, layer or level and room. Like, there's not multiple levels of it and other traps and, yeah. Not the same at all. Where else could I try invading? Maybe first up, or like Liurnia for like... Well, the issue with 125 is it's a little lower than what most people finish the game at, so you're not gonna catch people in New Game Plus, like, ever. Like, I think 150 would generally work better for that, but the thing is that at this point of the game's lifespan, where it's been out for like a few months, over leveling would be better to where like you're 250 to like... I think 301 would probably be the best level, because then you go infinite up. Because honestly, like, with the way stats work in this game, the difference between a level 301 character and a level 713 character is pretty much nothing. It's just a 713 character can do everything at once, but you're limited by the spells. Like, you're limited spell-wise with the amount of memory slots you have, so you can't be like a tribrid caster. This guy just hosting. Seems like it. Cast all your spells. Doesn't matter. Interesting. I really should have Law of Regression. But the thing is, like, I just don't care enough. Like, if someone wants to make the fight take so much longer for me to just stall out this long, like, be my guess. Oh, they have hunters too. We should keep an eye out for that hunter. What is her build? Are they... No. I really should have Law of Regression. Because the thing is, like, it pretty much just lets them win by virtue of not having to care about my damage. Which is a little, and they recasted it. Yeah, I should have committed. I'll take that. Two hunters? Oof. No. And I got two. That bug is so annoying. The 2-minute disconnect bug after the hunter connected. Oh, so what? Oh, that's the other thing. Let me see. I don't remember if I dropped the where would that be? Prison Town Church would probably be the fastest. I don't remember if I dropped my Erdtree Talisman into a different build and I didn't back up my save properly, or if I just never picked it up on this character. So let's just quickly jump down. Oh, I didn't want to grab that. I don't use summoning pools. Because I want a 0-weight seal to cast Law of Regression. This is mildly annoying because I aggroed stuff, so I'm not going to be able to warp out. I did already grab it. But did I just... I'm going to quit out to reset aggro. What be another... You don't need the stats to cast a Law of Regression. What's a 0-weight seal? Where's the Golden Order seal? Can't get that one, because it's in Lendel before it becomes Ash. Frenzied Flame is no... Dragon Communion probably is it. Fringed. Oh, it's... Is that what I'm thinking it is? One second. Okay, it is that one. Okay, so let's get this quickly, and then swap one of my spells. I think I'll do Eternal Darkness for Law of Regression just because... Law of Regression... Actually, what spells do I all have right now? No, Eternal Darkness would be the best one to swap out. Okay, so I think... Actually, I did not read where he's supposed to go in much detail. Let me go through that again. Okay, so I go down until I can go up. And also, apparently these were nerfed a bit, so I should just be able to, like, run right by them, which I might do. By run right by them, I mean, like, just face tank, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Really? They nerfed them that badly? That's kind of sad. Like, you don't even have to, like... Yeah, you don't even have to, like... do any... Like, you can just face tank them and be fine. That's kind of dumb. So to go down until the path splits. And then go up until you reach... Oh, so... Okay, here we go. Then there should be like a banished knight or something. There we go. Easy game. So I think this is gonna be one, like, an item I, like, hard equip. Instead of having it on at all times, just because it's one of the things I'm not gonna use too often. And then... The thing is, I do really like Eternal Darkness. But... honestly, I don't use... I could get rid of Carian Phalanx, honestly, because I very rarely use it, and I don't really like the playstyle it encourages. So yeah, let's just get rid of that. Because I very rarely use it, and, like, it's not a particularly good spell. It's just good for cheese. And I'm just gonna double check, because I'm 90% sure I don't need the stats for it. The other thing is, like, once I cast it, I have to be really aggressive. Otherwise, people will just recast it, and the host will always have an FP advantage. Okay, now that we have that, let's run back to Agheal Lake North and invade that guy again. Then once he casts Barrier of Gold, which reduces my damage by 60%, I just say no, and it's good. Actually, honestly, I could leave it on all times, now that I look at it. Because I'm never going to have to go from shield to staff too quickly, it's going from staff to shield, that's the important part. Hey, it's a 2v2. I'm pretty sure that was red, right? Yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate. How did that guy die so quickly? What was that? Oh, he was trying to spam Bloodhound Step. There. That was not a fortunate pivot. There's a pivot stunning me into all that. But how did that red die so quickly? All they had to do was not instantly die to a magma blade or whatever. Because I almost killed both of them there. I don't feel like my FPS is quite 60 right now, which is odd. Okay, looks like it got better. It's like the one people there. Like one person, one set of people. Let's try... Let's try, Farm Azula. Actually, this isn't a good spot to invade. Okay, didn't go through anyway, because they can just go to the boss fog usually. Yeah, I'm not sure what the best place to invade here is. Usually I don't. Just... The thing is, in order to have this area unlocked, you have to get rid of regular Lendo, and it has to become Ashen Lendo, which isn't always ideal. Because I do like Lendo as a PvP area because of all the verticality it has. It's just an awkward level range to actually invade there. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's happening. I guess let's just do duels for a bit, and then we'll go try invading again. I could, the thing is, I'm not sure what other PvP builds I would even really make. Because I could try, like, very specific, like, hybrid builds, I suppose. But... And by hybrid, I mean, like, into decks and, like, the more specific and, like, out there type of hybrids. Not just, oh, I'm an int build, but I can attack using melee weapons still.
Hey!
And that's a like War Spear. Oh, no, no, never mind. That's the, Oop. God, this game is so dumb. Good fight. Even though literally like 90% of his damage was from one Ash of War. It's just everything in this game does way too much damage. And like it's the Ashes of War that do an absurd amount of damage that doesn't make sense either. It's like if it was like a really long wind up, really telegraphed Ash of War that almost one shot, you would be like, fine, whatever. Like I don't think anyone would really complain that a giant slow moving attack does a lot of damage. But it's stuff like Flame Strike and Glintstone Pebble that also almost one shot you, but are like just regular speed attacks that just do way too much damage. Like those are the ones that don't make sense.
Hey! Hey!
That's an Ash of War you can get on weapons. Interesting. Oh, it tracks backwards? And this game does too much damage. Even on my end. But it's also kind of absurd that a simple Ash of War can do more damage than a Duel as Moonblade into Comet. Nope, don't invade. Yeah, like going back to potential other builds, I'm just not sure what I would really make. I kind of like the idea of a Int Faith build, but it would have to be like an over-leveled character, because Int Faith doesn't work that well at rune level 125. Like, you can make it work, it's just not ideal ever, really. Although it would be interesting to mess around with how different spells, like different incantations and sorceries combo. You just spamming that? No, it escaped my eternal darkness. Oh shit, that hit still. Interesting. Oh. Interesting fight. Interesting fight. Like, what was that fight? He spammed... Like, he did 2 Elden stars. And then spammed dual or power stance straight swords out of range like 3 times and just ate a comet to the face. Just interesting. And realistically, if I get rid of that shield, I can just go, okay, I like that more. I'm gonna get rid of the other shields, so I'll just like hard swap to the talisman whenever I need to cast. Cause I don't like having the dead space on like soft swapping. But at the same time, like manually equipping it would take too much time. An offhand rapier. I'll take that trade. That roll call? Interesting. Oh, whoops, sorry. I gotta kill this guy now so he doesn't see the super bugged stuff. Oop. And there we go. But yeah, that's what happens when you triple cast Glint Blade. It doesn't even shoot a projectile, which is the annoying part. It's completely harmless visual bug. Although, okay, I'm gonna try something dumb right now. I'm gonna make a lot of triple casted Glint Blades. Okay, so best way to do this would probably be... Oh, no, that didn't work. You have to do like... What's the input for this? It's like one of those things that you can't ever do. Oh, that was a 4th one. Okay. Not being in combat's making this a lot more difficult than it needs to be. There we go. Because, like, whenever the spell thing goes down, it's an extra click. No, that's not right. But I imagine you can do this enough times to cause issues. But the thing is, it's not an issue, because if you reload the area, they go away. Yep. Just double checking. Oh, I was gonna store that other shield, that's right. I got distracted. Pretty sure it count. Oh, it does not count as a weapon. Oh, there we go. Now if I need to cast it, I just do that. So when was patch 1.04? I feel like it's been a while ago. Yeah, April 19th. It's June now. Wait, no. This was April 26th. Was the other one just a bug fix, maybe?
Hey! Hey!
Oh, it's this guy, okay. Oh, good fight. Hold a nice little spell combo right there. Okay, so it does look like patch 1.04 was April 26th. Which, I mean, that's still, like, over a month ago, which isn't ideal. Which, I mean, hopefully that means patch 1.05 is soon and will actually fix a lot of stuff. Hopefully. But I guess we'll see. Oh, actually, going back to what I was talking about earlier with, like, potential fixes for Bloodhound Step, making it limited to just daggers wouldn't necessarily fix it, because then you would just... like, annoying builds like Bloodhound Step Mage would still work, and it would make those more common, I'm pretty sure. If you couldn't Bloodhound Step with other setups, it would make the setups you can still Bloodhound Step with more common. And honestly, like, Bloodhound Step Mage is probably one of the worst or most annoying builds to have Bloodhound Step on. Because you fight a mage by rushing them down, but you can't rush down somebody with Bloodhound Step. Oh, bleed build, nice. Well, that's another build I could make. I don't have like a arcane build. I do want to try Bloody Healus. Oh, that bleed build up. Thanks for giving me a good amount of space. Oh, nice for Dubia. I framed the blood loss, so that's not too bad. Yeah, it's quite a bit of HP. I wish the tracking on that was a bit better. Where's alive? Oh, that was a really good Dynast Finesse. Survive with like 1 HP. Also, like, offhand dagger is really strong because I don't have like, I have like 23 poise or whatever, which isn't enough for even a dagger. So that's a really good way to like shut down my melee aggression. Against a build with poise, though, I don't think it would ever really be worth dagger attacking because they'll just poise and win the trade. That's another thing I'm not too much of a fan of with this game is like poise is very oddly distributed because you need like realistically the bare minimum poise you need is like 41 for like thrusting swords. I think it's 31 for daggers, 41 for thrusting swords, 51 for most like small weapons like straight swords, katanas, etc. Then 61 for the next tier. I think that's mostly for like power stance stuff. But the thing is, like, poise is so hard to come by that to get to 41 poise, you pretty much have to use tank armor. And to get to the highest, like, poise bracket, you need... It's essentially Bull Goat with Bull Goat Talisman. Is the only way to get there. Which is... It's just not that fun, I suppose. If you need to use... Like, if you want to have an optimal PvP build, you need to hit at least, like, 51 or 61 poise. But the only way to do that is to usually use a piece of Bull Goat armor, if not multiple. Then I think Veteran's Armor is the best poise to weight ratio, which is why you see the chest piece a lot, but... I mean, that's still pretty much the same issue. Like, if you want to hit good poise, you have to use, like, 2 or 3 sets, and that's pretty much it. But I care too much about fashion to do that.
Hey!
Okay, I'm just gonna do way too much damage now. Don't mind if I do. Oh, that whiff, that's unfortunate. He's gonna Carrion Slicer this. Or two-shot me. That's the other thing. If when they do make the arena, because I assume they will, are they going to allow physics? I don't think they will. Because if they allow physics, people could bring in like the health ones, and then they just can heal in the arena, which typically it feels like they don't want people to do. And also, like, with physics, you run into some really odd people who are like trying to play like with quote-unquote honor, but then they'll use something like a Crimson Whirl bubble tier against a mage and then complain when you heal against them. It's like, guys, like, you just used a thing that will heal you and make any attacks I do useless for like 10 seconds. Like, it's not a duel at that point. Like, let me just turn on invincibility for 10 seconds and it's like, oh, if you heal, you're bad. But like in an invasion setting, perfectly fine because it's a very effective way to shut down mages for a very limited amount of time. And in an invasion where you can stall, it's not much of an issue. Oop. Wait, that combos? Interesting. I feel like heavy thrusting swords have very odd combos. I know if you do a jumping R1, it combos into another R1, but I feel like, was that a heavy into a light attack, or does that rapier have the double heavy? That might be it as well. Can't say for sure though. Yeah, let's go back to trying invasions. See if we can get anything. That is duel sign. I don't want to duel at Boil Prawn Shack. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting much here, which is unfortunate. Okay, where were we getting... Let's try Altus Highway Junction. We could try the underground areas as well. I feel like those can be fairly active at any level. Let's try Noxtella. And again, I'm on like a level 125 character, so probably won't be getting too much for invasions, because people just playing through the game in like higher new game pluses are like level 300 plus at this point. And people just now playing through the game for a first playthrough, they're not going to be level 125 in most areas. Does this place have an actual, like, a city name instead of just Deeproot Depths? I don't remember. Yeah, it looks like just... Or Nameless Eternal City. I mean, I guess that makes sense, like, the nameless place doesn't have a name. Crazy. Oh shit, where are they? Oh, they're way down there. Okay. I'm gonna die to gravity. Guarantee it. Ooh, it's close. Oh god. Only one of those landed? Okay, that's interesting. That's funny. Oh, well, hey, I'm alive! Okay, let's get out of plunge attack range quickly. Oh, okay, that guy's coming down. Oh, nope, he's dead. Perfect. Can I make that fall? Yeah, I'll try attacking. Surely... I don't know. No, I cannot make that fall. Okay, how do I get down then? Am I just dead? This is gonna be... I didn't do any damage still? Interesting. Also, I'm not sure if I hit the host or phantom, but I'm happy I hit at least somebody with the cannon. I don't know if they're up or they just ran this way. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm pretty sure they went to the side of Grace, or the like lower part of it. Oh, they're way over there, okay. Interesting frame drops. Hey, can I get up there from here? I'm pretty sure I can, right? That's like one downside of doing primarily PvP, is if you don't vary where you invade a ton, you kind of lose a sense of like feel for how to get to different areas in the PvE. Hey, I did it, I'm the best. Easy game. Will I go again? And I'm not sure if I talked about it earlier in the stream or not, but like one of the reasons it's really difficult to find like true random invasions on PC anyway is the seamless co-op mod, which to be fair is a really good mod, and like if you're going for a co-op experience, it's like far better than the like base game. It's just unfortunate that it removes all of those co-opers from the PvP pool. Because I would say the best invasions are like just random groups just playing through the game. Although because the other side of it is, like, even though I make like fairly strong builds, they're by no mean like the really dumb meta invasion builds that will just one-shot everybody you run into. Because constantly getting invaded by those when you're just trying to co-op the game with a friend would be infuriating. Because, like, it's very easy to see why people wouldn't like invasions if that's most of what they run into. Because there's no point in even trying to fight back. If you mess up one time, you get one shot. Does not make a very interesting experience. It's the other weird thing, like, I feel like when you just change areas, we get like one invasion there and then nothing. Never mind, you just have to call the game out, I guess. But I feel like there has to be some type of bug still. I feel like well, I guess it might just come down to only being able to invade people co-oping. Or people with a taunter stun, because that does remove a ton of people from the PvP pool. Because you can no longer invade solo hosts unless, like, they explicitly open it up. That missed. You can tell it's been a long time since I've done... So where did that phantom go? I don't want to just murder... And I DC'd. Amazing. And that wouldn't have been a 2-minute disconnect unless, like, they summoned the phantom 2 minutes ago. Would that have potential to kick me out still? Not sure. It might. Yeah, removing solo hosts from the invasion pool probably hurts the invasion frequency a ton. But I understand why they did it, because with how much time you can spend exploring without hitting a site of grace, being invaded, even like somewhat frequently, would really hurt that experience. And I guess one way around that would just be have like a hour-long invasion cooldown timer or something like that. And I'm pretty sure right now, if you are co-oping without a Taunter's Tongue, it's like a 15-minute cooldown timer, which... I feel like that's still frequent enough to where it could be annoying. And I think it would generally... It probably would be better to have more people opened to be invaded, but have it be less frequent, unless, like they use a Taunter's Tongue or whatever. Because, like, by having it be a smaller pool of people who can be invaded... I'm in the cave system, interesting. Don't mind me. What hit me there? I'm just gonna wing it. Like, because manually aiming hasn't been working for me very well. Oh, they're just... Is that Bloodhound stuff I saw? Stars of Ruin, as they do. Oh shit, that's... Oh no, that was a host. Thought so. Let's go again. And I also have less of an issue with stuff effectively one-shotting like that, where I have to drink a potion, use Terra Magica, and charge a spell, compared to, like, I walk up with Glintstone Pebble, I press L2 into R2, and then they die. Because like the more setup required to do a lot of damage, the less absurd I think it is. Although, like, to be fair, the setup is less impactful in invasions where you can do that before they really even spot you, or if you're busy, or if they're busy with PvE. I'll try Freezing Lake a bit then. Actually, I could try, or like at least show my other builds. Because I think the way I'll typically do these streams with, well, with the way thumbnails and titles and whatnot work on YouTube, I'll probably stick to one build for a stream. Then I'll just like show the other builds I have at the end of this one. I do think, just for the sake of invading, I'll probably stick to the like level 70s or so. I do intend to take the dex build up to level 90, just to have a little bit more variety. Like if I want to have level 70, I have the faith build. Although realistically, I think the faith build would be a lot better higher level, so maybe I should take that one to 90 instead of the dex build. Because like right now the dex build is 75 and like I have all the stats I want. I don't really gain anything from leveling up more. Whereas like the faith build could use a lot more HP. Wait, where is this guy? Ah.
Hey!
A Night Greatsword? Yeah. Bit of latency, and Bloodhound's up. Amazing. I see, like, this is another type of player I don't really understand. Where, like, if they're just trying to duel, but for some reason they're doing it, like, in invading spots. Interesting. Interesting. Like, if they want to duel, why not just go to Main Academy Gate? Also, I love doing a full charge Glintblade like that, because people forget about him so often, and because I have Godfrey's icon, it does 15% more damage. Because even usually, charging a Glintblade doesn't add damage, but because I have Godfrey icon, it makes it do like 700 damage at least. And it takes so long to shoot, people forget about it. And another thing I try and do is to position people to where they can't see it. So like run behind them so they have to turn around to focus me and they can't look at the glint blade as well. And like the counter to that is just like side strafe, because then the glint blade will never be able to land. Why am I all the way down here? Oh, never mind, I'm not too far away. Actually, no. The thing is, like, using the halberd with Storm Stomp it's such a better weapon. But I really only want to pull that out if I need to against like a person just spamming rapier roll catch. Are they levitating? What the hell? There has to be like a tree or something that hasn't loaded in yet. Okay, there we go. So I see dual spears. Wait, why can't I lock onto that guy still? That spell doesn't do that. Is he just invincible? What the hell is going on with that guy? And there's a Bloodhound Sap, oh boy. That shouldn't do instant Scarlet Rot. roll, and I'm dead. What? How did that do instant Scarlet Rot proc? I don't think that should do that. Also, what was going on with that spell? Because you can lock onto people still when they have it. Was he like spell? Oh, they just pulled out the helmet glitch. I think that guy's glitching. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Because, like, that spell, it only reduces lock-on range, whereas, like, I couldn't lock onto that guy at all. Which... And also, the Rot Pot instantly procced Scarlet Rot. Does that scale with Arcane and they're just, like, max level? Oh, it does 300 rot buildup. Okay, never mind. It could potentially just do that. Which I guess it depends, because I'm pretty sure robustness... Okay, so immunity... I guess it depends on if the like if defense is just my bar and damage negation, and that wouldn't make sense for damage negation to do nothing. Interesting. So the Rot Pot could potentially just instantly proc Scarlet Rot. But I still don't know what was going on with the not being able to lock onto that guy whatsoever. Because I feel like if it actually worked like that, you would see it much more often. But I'm 90% sure it just reduces lock-on range. And it doesn't make it impossible to lock onto you for its full duration. Actually, I could just check quickly. Elden Ring. Did he use a spell or the... I'm pretty sure that was the spell version. It wasn't Assassin's Approach. It was a sorcery, I'm pretty sure. What is that called? And I guess I could try it myself, and if people just can't lock on to me, it's GG. Where is it? Unseen form. Another guy randomly dueling, okay.
Hey! Hey!
If you want to duel, just go to Main Academy Gate. I don't want to invade duelists. Oh. That's gonna do pretty much all my HP. Yay! How did that not hit? I'm being too aggressive here. And the hunter's just gonna run in and kill me. There was too much latency to go for an interrupt like that. Yeah, like, I'm looking at the unseen form notes. It just reduces lock-on range. It doesn't completely eliminate the ability to lock on. So I don't know what was going on with that Phantom. And the mistake I made for that fight was I got hit by Flaming Strike and lost like 70% of my HP. Okay, they're up there. Then I also lost a free hit because I went for Slicer after the Storm Stomp instead of just taking a free hit. Another Duelist? Why? Like, I'm invading. Oh, they have a Sorcerer on. Too much elevation. Interesting fight. I'm just like trying to find apparently if you wear a certain violet remove like a talisman it it removes the invisibility, but that's not the issue I was running into. The issue I was running into was it was impossible to lock onto the guy. Or maybe, did he use the Ash of War instead, maybe? No, I know for a fact that Assassin's Gambit still allows you to lock on. So I don't know what was going on. Oh, I'm all the way up here. Interesting. I'm going to assume they went up instead of outside, just because going outside would be, it would make it more inconvenient to get back up here. Okay, it's a solid chance they did go outside. Can I jump down there? No, I guess I'm over this way now anyway. A hunter, interesting. Take that. Gotta watch out for the hunter though, I'm not too sure where they are. I want to land some big damage. They're gonna probably do a weapon art on me. Oh no, they're just running away. That's what I saw, right? Yeah. Oh, another hunter. Oh no. Okay, let's make some space for ourselves. Let's try something dumb. Not quite. So this hunter is a bit aggressive. Ah, the other hunter's here. I have one flask left. Ow. Eee. Not dead yet. Okay. This is actually really nice for me. Boom. Nope, keep going. Ooh, a lot of latency there. Did I just miss everybody? Sort of ninth. God, so much stuff. Did they kill everything here? I'm dead. Hey, not quite dead. Jesus. Oh, I got him out. Yep. And the thing is, I should have just hard focused a host there, because if I killed another blue would have just been summoned. Like, I need to, like, stop just playing with people and just murder. Because, like, the thing is, whenever they just get an infinite pool of blues, there's no point to kill the blues, because they'll just be replaced. Like, sure, you'll get one flask, or like, HP and FP flask back once you kill them. But, I mean, that doesn't matter if they get replaced by another full player who has all of their flasks. And I'm just trying to figure out more on Assassin's Gambit and what went on. Yeah, like, Unseen Form just reduces lock-on range. Then Assassin's Gambit seemingly doesn't have an effect on lock-on range, it just makes you visibly... Like, it just affects you visibly. So I don't know what that guy did to remove his... Because the thing is, I still was able to hit him, though. It was just a pain because I couldn't lock on. And he was definitely playing around the fact that you couldn't lock onto him at all. Based on the fact he was just randomly pulling out a great bow. So I'm assuming there's some type of bug that just messes it up. Because, like, I don't know. What's this person again? I'm gonna get this parry. I want to do my fancy combo. Oh, you did. Interesting. I'm gonna die. I want it though. I want to style on this guy. What is the timing for that? I'm not worried about going through all my heals, because, like, this guy's fat rolling. Okay, fine. No fun allowed. Actually, I have a hard counter to this. As a block, interesting. Also, great shields are another thing that needs, like, just remove them. It's like, if they're backing up, you need a shottle. Or like a shield pierce weapon, and that's pretty much it. I mean, at least they slightly nerfed the stone print shield, or fingerprint stone shield, to where it doesn't get infinite stability, but the thing is it has effectively infinite stability because it costs stamina to attack. Yeah, I shouldn't be too hopeful for patch 1.05 because 1.04 didn't do that much realistically. But it'd be nice because it's been over a month, and surely, like, because the thing is, like, the multiplayer aspects of this game are what keep its player base alive. So if they don't focus on, like, the PvP or even, like, PvE, because, like, the 2-minute disconnect bug really hurts just doing any online playing on PC. Because if you can just randomly get disconnected every time someone joins a world after 2 minutes, that's bad for PvE players as well. Okay, invasions seem kinda dead, which is unfortunate. I guess we could try the upper part. I could also try Castle Soul. Castle Soul invasions can be pretty fun. If I remember how to actually get around the map, though. It's one of those parts of the map to where if you spawn on the lower part, it can be a bit annoying to go all the way around again. I'll probably call the stream at like the 2-hour mark. Like, after this invasion, I'll go through the other builds I have and probably call it there. Oh, it's this guy. That went a lot better. I did not realize the pulley crossbow guy was fat rolling. It makes him a much... Well, did he... I think he also had Bloodhound Step, though. Wait a second, if he had a Holy Crossbow, he couldn't Bloodhound Step because L2 would have done second bolt. Never mind, that guy was not much of an issue. I just treated him as much more of a threat earlier. But yeah, let's go just through my other builds quickly. Then I'll probably do a different build the next stream I do, just to add some variety, even though I do still enjoy the sorcery build the most, I would have to say. And I want to change the strength build some, because I have a ton of extra endurance right now and I don't need the extra weight, so I'll probably make my one-handed attacks do a bit more damage. Because right now I have like the bare minimum strength to reach the 80 soft cap when two-handed, but I really don't need a second weapon equipped, especially a 7-unit one. So if I get rid of that, I could get my strength up to probably, I don't know, like at least 60 if not higher. And also I don't really play this much because I don't like how strength just kind of boils down to roll catching. Because I like the variety that spells add. Yep, that's strength build. Then I also have a dex and a faith build. Just load those up quickly. And I do, like, I enjoy the dex build invasions a lot because I play it very differently. It's more or less just based off of Peeve's assassin build. It's where I'm wasting, like, quote unquote, wasting 2 slots on Concealing Veil and Trick so I look like a host. Well, that's just so I can, like, easily hide and whatnot. And I'll probably end up swapping out Spear Talisman for Perfumer's Talisman once I mule a lot of, like, perfumes and whatnot. But I guess it isn't the worst thing to have because it boosts that attack and also bow attack. And also, bows are obnoxious as hell. Yeah, like, generally I'll play this build of just sneaking around a ton. Like, shoot people with a poison arrow, keep sneaking, etc. And then once I get in an actual fight, dual noble slender swords. Really fun build. Probably do this one for actually I might do Faith instead. Might try taking Faith up to 90 though. I didn't show the stats for that one, did I? Whoops. Essentially the stats for the dex build are 50 vigor and 50 dex, and that's pretty much it. Like, it's not much of a, it's not a complicated build whatsoever. And because I already have 50 vitality, or not vitality, vigor, is why I think taking this build up would be better. Because I only have 33 vigor right now, which is not enough. If I take that up to 90, I would have, well, I would get 50 and then probably a little bit more mind. And actually, more endurance would help a ton. But I really like the fashion for this build. And then my spells, Catch Flame, Bestial Sling, just... I'm kind of tempted to drop Bestial Sling because it doesn't really fit thematically. But it's such a good incantation that not having it's kind of a waste. Then Flame of Frenzy, Giant's Flame Take the Burst, Unendurable Frenzy, and Inescapable Frenzy. Not a good spell, but a fun one. And then Flame Grant Me Strength, Barrier of Gold. And an Unendurable Frenzy is a fun one. It's just fun running people down with that. And then doing the madness ending, and yeah. I think I'll do this build next stream. Actually, do I have any... Okay, yeah, I can level it up to 90 easily. Yeah, I'll probably do this build next stream, just to mess around with it a bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching. Can't say for sure when next stream is, but hopefully it will be sooner than the, like, gap between the last 2 streams. Which it shouldn't be that long for sure. Probably within this upcoming week. Anyway, yep, thanks for watching. See y'all later. Bye.